and we'll exhale as you come into the extreme forward position, hopefully going down very close to the knees. Good. We'll slowly straighten up. We'll do the leg movements. So if you will now stretch one leg far out to the side, bending the knee, just breathing normally here, coming down to touch the knee if you can, straightening up slowly, drawing the leg in, and now on the opposite side, yes, leg extended, coming down once more, good, all right, and just the moment it touches to start straightening up, good, drawing the leg in, unclasping the hands, the arm and leg stretch is next, so you start to inhale, raise one arm, put the weight on that leg and hold the opposite foot. Let's do the stretch, good, and Cheryl, the variation, Lynn, you just come out of it very slowly, good, still retaining the breath if possible and coming out splendid. Without pause, the inhalation and raising the opposite arm, again holding the foot. Now, a gentle stretch, yes, and now the variation, yes, with the leg being extended, good, and now slowly coming out and exhaling. Fine, the overhead squatting movement, all right? We'll bring the arms up, just breathing normally here, and very gracefully now we'll bend slowly, all right? Knees together, and you push right on up, all right? And up high on the toes, and the second time, all right, we'll come down slowly with the knees together, and then you just push on up slowly, all right? Up on the toes, and a third time, all right? So last time we'll go down slowly, just breathing normally here, all right? Now we'll straighten up, high on the toes, good. Bring the arms down to the sides now, and we'll inhale and do the standing twist. If you'll inhale deeply, we'll bring the arms up. All right, now we'll try to do both sides with one breath. So we'll come off to the side, all right. High on the toes as you can, good, Cheryl, all right, and slowly back. Remember Lynn doing all of the modified positions here for you. We'll try to get quite far to the side, good. And now, still with the same breath, we'll come back, and we would exhale at this place, yes? All right, good. Now we're going to do the side raise. I'll ask you to sit down, and this is in continuous motion now, you know? So gracefully bring yourself into that side position, good. And without pause, we'll inhale, all right? And we'll do a moderate raise first. So up you go, right? All right, and now we'll exhale and come down. And now you'll give us your extreme position, all right? So we'll come up now, inhaling, good. And now we'll come down slowly and exhale. All right, in continuous slow motion, roll over onto the back. Remember, these are all to be felt like dance movements here. The arms coming up, the heels in, and you're inhaling, all right? And we'll do a moderate raise first, all right? So up you go moderately, yes? And now we'll come down, exhaling. And now if you'll do the deep inhalation, we'll do the extreme position on the head, yes? Good, all right, splendid. And we'll come out of it. Be careful of the neck. The head comes down first, and you exhale. Now, the legs stretch out, and the arms come down. And we'll do the side raise now on the opposite side. So we turn over once again. All right, we inhale. A moderate raise, push down, get both legs up just moderately, and bring them down. Exhale. Now, a deep inhalation, push down, and get both legs up as high as they will. Good. Perfect right there. And slowly exhale. All right, and you come down. Good. And now the locust. So if you'll come onto your chin and your arms at the sides, fists of the hands. If you'll inhale, a moderate raise first. All right, up you go. Moderate position, and an exhalation, and you coming down. Good. And now the inhalation and your extreme raise. So bring the legs up as good, and now slowly exhale and come down. Fine. Finally, the all fours movement. Bring your hands beneath your shoulders. I'll ask you to walk in on the knees, you know the way we've been doing that, right? And straightening up on that arch. Good. Come in now and walk into your extreme position. All right? A little more, yes. All right, fine. Just hold it there. Stop right there. And let's come down with the knees resting on the mat, and we'll swing around and come into a cross-legged posture, hopefully a lotus or a full lotus. Yes, you do the modified for us, Lynn, and you do the full, Cheryl. All right, you better relax there for a moment while I speak to you about the art of experiencing. We all know what it is like to be worried and anxious about something which we fear is going to happen to us. And we can spend days, weeks, and sometimes even years in dreadful anticipation of the situation which we fear is going to materialize. Now, as time wears on, we begin to become exhausted by the anxiety. And eventually, from sheer weariness, we are forced to give in to the fear, and we may exclaim to ourselves, I don't care anymore, I'm tired of worrying, I give up, let the worst happen. Now, at that moment, a peculiar thing happens. The very second that you sincerely make this decision of giving up, not only are you freed from the fear, but you find that even if the dreaded situation should materialize, which most often it does not, it cannot be one fraction of what you anticipated. You see, you have surrendered yourself to experience. And the actual experience can never be what the ordinary mind has imagined. You will free yourself from the image of fear and from all such images through your willingness to feel and experience, through your acceptance of whatever the experience may be. And so our fear is a label of the ordinary mind. It's a label conjuring up frightful images, which are the symbols of the experience, but not the experience itself. To experience, then, is to become the thing which is to be experienced. As we have already seen, there is no self who experiences. There is only pure, spotless experience. The ancient yoga techniques of meditation teach us how to become the thing on which we are meditating. There cannot be an object and one who sees the object. That which sees and that which is seen are one. The ultimate count, which we will utilize in that very effective alternate nostril breathing, is as follows: 4, 16, 8, and 4, which means that we will now add 4 on to the 12 that we have used previously. In other words, an inhalation in 4, a retention closing both nostrils for 16, an exhalation in 8, and then closing both nostrils so that no air enters for 4. All right? So I'll direct you in this. I'd like you to perform it very classical fashion, that is sitting in your best lotus posture with the spine straight and the eyelids lowered, and even this mudra, which we have discussed previously. All right? So, taking your hand now and placing it in the correct position, I'll ask you to close the right nostril, exhale through the left, and now we'll begin. Inhale through the left in this count of 4, 2, it has to be deep and it has to be fairly rapid. And now close, 2, 3, 4, and I'm counting 16 for you, which I told you is the classical count. This ratio is the classical count for alternate nostril breathing. That's 16. Release the right nostril and